okay, here's my Thragtusk. And he had played a Ranger's Path on the turn before, so he's up 2 lands on me, and he, on his turn 6, untaps, plays his 8th land, and goes, Nicol Bolas, take your Thragtusk.
Huh.
That's really backbreaking. So all of a sudden, yeah, like...
Yeah.
And that's something that in Standard kind of works, because there's a lot of focus on these coming-to-play guys. And stealing a Thragtusk is just brutal. You don't want to have that happen.
Intensely rude.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, Nicol Bolas is the top end in that deck sounds really solid. As far as, like, a control... Especially because he can also finish the game on his own pretty swiftly.
Oh, yeah. Quite easily.
Like,
And really, you could basically make a Grixis Planeswalker who's, like, anti-Justice League, I guess. The,
Tamio...
What do you call it?
Legion of Evil?
Legion of Doom. There we go. You make a Legion of Doom deck where we have, like, Tamio, Jace, and Nicol Bolas. I mean, you can't trust Moonfolk. They're from the fucking moon. Jace is a jerk. He definitely belongs in the...
You could...
in the Legion of Doom.
You could... Hell... What's the Chandra that's standard legal? Is that any...
Chandra the Firebrand?
Chandra Firebrand, okay.
I really like her.
And then you've got Liliana of the Dark Realms, which...
Yeah, not really.
Not really. Liliana...
We're not playing enough swamps.
Duels
Cough
swamps.
of the Dark Realm.
Duels are swamps.
I know the duels are swamps.
Okay. But yeah, pretty much Jace, Tamio, and Nicol Bolas is enough. Oh,
Yeah.
Ral Zarek. You
Ral Zarek? What the hell is that?
That's the...
Oh, right!
What the hell's Ral Zarek? Who the shit's that?
This guy. Can we play him?
Bolts. I mean, it's...
No, but no. Ultimating him and then taking a bunch of extra turns with all of our Planeswalkers. I mean, this is becoming the scenario where we just play, like, low drops that are Dissipate and Syncopate and Snapcaster to Snapcast them back, and just sort of, like, throw up the hands until we land a bunch of Planeswalkers.
Yeah, we're just playing, like, Tribute to Hunger and all these, like, crazy removal spells, and then Ral Zarek. I don't know.
And the list almost builds itself at that point.
Yeah.
Like, the Planeswalkers are our only, like, subtle deviation from the norm of what's going on.
And they don't take up a lot of space because you're not going to, like, you're not playing 4 Nicol Bolas in your deck.
Yeah.
That's absurd, and you're just going to look at a hand with, like, 2 of them in your opener, and you're like, hold on.
Oh, wait. Oh, I just had a diabolical thought. What is it?
What is it?
No, keep talking. I have to
Okay,
look.
you're looking up a thing.
I'm
looking...
looking.
like the rest of the deck ends up being like you could play. You're pretty much playing a pile of removal spells with your.
Oh man, I want Far and Away to be in this deck.
That's a good card. You have to remember that Snapcaster can only Snapcast a side, not both, due to Phoenix text. But that's still fine.
Whatever. You Snapcast an Edict.
Yeah, Snapcast an Edict.
Okay.
That sucks.
Or like the far half returns your own Snapcaster mage that you can do that. Grump.
Have you ever had the fun of Snapcasting a cryptic command? Because that's not fair.
I have never been the most rude wizard.
Like, opponent's like, cast a spell, and you're like, Snapcaster, cryptic command, bounce Snapcaster, stern look. Like...
Humph.
Yeah.
As they say. What am I even looking for?
I don't know what you're looking for. I
mean, I'm looking at an entire set, which is probably the wrong way around to do this.
Okay.
I'm intentionally not giving you clues as to what I'm looking for because I know that you would immediately answer me, and I want to look it up myself.
Okay.
Okay, Pilfered Plans. There we go. Target player.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you could
you
pilfer
can mill
plants
yourself.
yourself. You can totally do that.
Yes, yes, you can.
That's
You
exciting.
actually also can, I believe, breaking and entering can self-target if you so were inclined.
I don't think we want to go that deep. Exactly.
I'm aware. It's just that's a possibility.
Oh yeah, there's a fifth ability on Cryptic Command that you always get. That's the Stern Look part.
You just get the
That's putting them on the bit. What I do remember is having Cryptic Command back and forth wars
that was
when
oh
that
god
was a thing.
those were
Like I really
terrifying.
no, I played a Control Mirror in Future Sight Standard. No, we had Lorwyn at that
Lorwyn
time.
must have been out because Lorwyn's got the cryptic.
Yeah, we had
But you have
we had
things like Rune
Lorwyn.
Snag.
We had I don't think we had Morning Tide though at that time.
Okay.
Thinking. No, we did because my deck also had Vendilion Click, and this was before anyone knew what Vendilion Click was or how good it was. I had a wizard cycling deck where all of my creatures were wizards, and the main plan was to land an early Magus of the Moon and like disrupt the opponent, and then fight through the rest with just good wizards.
Because all your wizards, like Teferi has Flash, Vendilion
Yeah.
has Flash, Venser has Flash.
Venser has Flash. Yeah. Even freaking
Even the
the
Wizard
Cycler
he
thing.
had Flash.
It had Flash, and it could bounce their stupid
Chameleon Colossus.
Chameleon. And
it
that was
actually says bounce a sliver, but there was one creature that was a sliver.
That was the only one that people played. And that was the deck. And, I got into this Control Mirror fight where the guy was blue-black and I'm blue-red, and we play lands for a long time, not doing anything, and he breaks the stall by doing something, and I cryptic it, and he cryptics my cryptic, and I cryptic his cryptic. That is the game we were playing.
Like I played Block Constructed at the time. Was like the PTQ season. So me and Ryan and a couple of us from down here went up to PTQ in the cities, and in Block Constructed, so we're playing like weird. It's Block Constructed with like vivid lands, and you can pretty much do whatever you want because it's vivid.
Yeah, ye olde 5-color control.
Yeah, so
nonsense.
It's the time period where like you have the decks that are playing Cruel Ultimatum with their Cloud Thresher and their White Wrath and their like it's the Wild West out there, but the way you would break a counter war was you would like end step throw down a Cloud Thresher, and that would be like, oh, Cloud Thresher, that's a 7/7 with 1,000 lines of text. That'll probably kill me. So you get into the cryptic, Broken Ambitions, Dream Fracture, like that fight, and you lose it because you tapped 6 mana to start the fight. And it's like, okay, I untap. Cruel Ultimatum, you.
Get back the Cloud Thresher.
Yeah, pick up the Cloud Thresher, ditch your hand.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
I mean, often Cryptic Command cost 9 instead of 7 because you would Cryptic with Negate backup.
Yeah.
Or Broken Ambitions or whatever, and that was just the game that you played.
Yeah. Playing Control... Because back in that standard period, because of the 5-color... Like, Vivid Lands and Reflecting Pools let you play 5-color...
So you just play the most powerful of all spells.
Right, so with very few exceptions, all decks were just like 5-color piles. There was like Kithkin was a real deck when Figure of Destiny was printed, and Fairies was a real deck, but outside of that it was like, here, play 5-color.
There's actually a really good Kithkin deck before Shadowmoor because of that one Coordinated Barrage, I guess it was. I mean, it just took the whole... It was this super consistent aggro deck that no one was expecting. So
yeah, because
like
it has
blasted elves out of the way.
A bunch of lords and a bunch of like all these like 1-mana 2/2s back in a time period where 1-mana 2/2s weren't really printed. You had lords, you had...
And this snuck under... There was no Kitchen Finks yet. There was no...
yeah, once you have Kitchen Finks,
no
it's a lot
Cruel
harder
to turn things right around.
Get things rolling with aggressive decks. That card is nuts.
The wraths were expensive. Just everything was awkward to try and fight this deck. And I guess people, yeah, there wasn't that green red spell,
Fire spout
fire
wasn't around.
spout.
Nope.
Yeah, there was no fire spout yet either.
You had
It was the
sulfurous
perfect time.
blast, or sulfur.
Yeah, that wasn't doing it exactly. I mean,
That's
4
four
was
mana. That's
a
four
great
mana.
deal, and it was also only like 2 damage most of the time. Like when you needed it, it was 2. It was
Right.
3, which might even not do it sometimes against the Kithkins. It's like, yeesh.
Well, also like the deck could play Burrington Forge Tender to just counter it.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So that was the deck that took down my local event. Actually, like, the little white men.
that
Which I mean, they would have rolled right over me because I was going into it with the angle that people's mana bases were shaky and I was going to shake them right out.
Mhm.
And this is like okay, I'll play Rustic Klacken and 16 planes. Okay.
And wait, you mean your mana base is just basic planes? Oh.
Okay, guess we're not. Guess my stealing one of your guys with my fairy lady isn't all that good either. Ugh.
Yeah, Thor to take your like lord, and then all your creatures are still huge.
Teferi as a 3/4. Barf.
That was a time period where I can tell you exactly what I played for like a 2-year period. When Lorwyn came out, I played elves because like Ren's Run Vanquisher was this ridiculous card. We ran into it in the Shadowmoor draft a couple weeks back. It's a 2-mana 3/3 Death Toucher. And then they printed Revelark. And I think I played Revelark for 2 years. In not like just like a specific deck, but like 7 or 8 different types of decks that played this card because it was just like, oh, Revelark to return Muldrifter, Revelark to return Knight of the Reliquary,
Revelark to return Venser.
Revelark to return Siege Gang Commander. That was a fun one. Like, you've never played Revelark if you haven't returned Siege Gang Commander and Balefire Liege to it, and then when your opponent goes, hold on, that's how much power? Or Revelark to return Body Double to make it Revelark.
Yeah, that's the real magic right there. Freaking Body Double.
Body Double.
Ugh.
I remember being called a cheater many times with that. You feel like it. I guess there was also a time period where Primal Crux got printed, and I played like 3 different variations on decks that played Primal Crux. Which is a green XX, where X is equal to the number of green mana symbols on cards you control in mana costs.
Oh, right! Why did you play that?
Because you would play that on like turn 4, and your board would be like Oversoul of Dusk, this card, Cloud Thresher. And your opponent goes, but I thought we were not playing decks that we needed to wrath against. And it's like, you were wrong, 20.
Wow, okay. 4 mountains and Tithe Drinker, huh?
4 mountains.
Keep, no fear.
You know what? We got Boros Cluestone. We got a card. You know what? Sure, let's do it. No, we do not want a mulligan.
No fear.
This is gonna be something crazy, but we just have to hope he's not the man playing our deck.
Tithe Drinker is a late game plan anyway.
If he's the man playing our Fight Burst deck, we're in a bad place.
This guy's playing the like Trostani's what have you summoner, I guess.
Or he's not playing a 3rd land.
I'd be down with that. I like to see Cluestone into War Leader's Helix.
I think I'm just going to play... If he missed a land drop, I'm going to play Pyrewild Shaman and start bringing damage down.
Sweet.
Like, let's start doing things.
3 mana, 3/1, go! The fire is in my blood. I look kind of like a Durgar from Eventide.
It really does, doesn't he? I guess he's getting runner's baned.
Well, ran his last.
Yep. Oh, we found Swamp.
Hmm.
Let's
Do we have a way to sacrifice our guy?
I don't I don't know.
Hmm.
All right, gonna go ahead and just run down the tithe drinker and then start extorting for the next
Yeah,
like
sounds
forever.
correct.
Again, he's on a he's missing land drops. I would like to be the aggressive player right now.
Hmm.
Like he's just straight. He's probably holding a clue stone, which is why he
And the
kept it.
$7.50 question is, why did he keep that hand?
Clue stones.
Yeah, clue stones.
Gotta be clue
Everyone
stones.
gets clues.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cast Boros clue stone with extort.
Whoa, he pitched the fake cloud elemental.
Hmm.
Pay black to do this.
Pay black. So also when we draw a black mana, our debt turns on. Oh, he drew a guild gate.
Okay.
All right. Um, I'm highly considering playing Fatal Fumes just to get the Pyrowild Shaman back, but that seems greedy.
It is super greedy, and you get to extort 2 times.
I don't. Well, I don't have the mana for that. I actually am short 1 for extorting on it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Then again, it is immediate, lots of life.
Well, it's 3 to bring it back when I deal combat damage, and I only have 7, so Fatal Fumes for 4, and then
Oh, yeah,
like
okay.
it's just I don't think it's actually worth it. Greed is good, but
Yeah, well, okay, look, we're not under any pressure to finish the game fast, and we have a really strong follow-up to basically anything he can do.
right. Like if he plays a
Uh,
creature here, yeah, here's a Windrake, and now I just Fatal Fumes that.
it's a 4 toughness creature. I helix it. It's the Nivik Cyclops, or the...
Make sure.
No, it's the Windrake.
Yeah, it's the Wingdrake, and we can just go ahead and Fatal Fumes that. So and extort.
Teehee.
Our hand is really silly right now. Like we just have
Good lord.
we just have a late game built in right now. Hey, you know how you're talking about
Uh,
punish the enemy being able to do 2 things at once?
yeah, well,
All right, there's a 4 toughness creature.
and yet no clue stone out of this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Speaking of clue stones, I feel safe sacrificing mine.
You want more cards than this? Jeez.
I,
That is greed.
I want black. I would like a black
Oh,
mana.
okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I would like a black mana.
I figured we were under, like, again, no pressure at
Oh,
all.
probably not. I'm gonna go ahead and just Helix his guy anyway.
Yeah, that's, as long as we can still cover that. What the hell is that? There's a horn turtle in our deck?
Yeah, there's a horn turtle in our deck.
I missed that. Okay. That's all. He's also kind of a removal spell.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and cast horn turtle then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it lets us like swing and get past his blockers. I know. I need a black mana very badly. Kaz, I need a black mana.
No, I know. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
You're also at
That was
36
a team
to
of
his 8.
36. uh, okay, fine. I don't need a black mana.
I mean, what? Yeah, what's going through your opponent's head? If I get if I get my 2 Nivik Cyclopses and then my
And then I
and then
die.
cast hatred.
Like, yeah, we are pretending to be an aggro deck, but we are actually a long game deck with the debts. That game we were just like, we pretended to be an aggro deck, and he believed us and died.
Yeah, I got this. No, I mean, he was probably thinking, okay, I have these 2 lands and the aura to stop the early game, and then I'll draw into my cool spells.
Yeah, like, I have a Windrake and some
Yeah,
spells.
that was... And he had the other fake Windrake,
We have a
Rakdos.
hand that we really can't keep. This is
Agreed.
This
Goodbye.
is not worth it.
I want to believe in the Sire of Insanity, but now is not the time.
I can believe in this 6, though.
What do we got?
We got land. We're on the 2-lander.
Okay, so we have, what, 3 turns to draw a
Any
genuine land.
And we also have burn as far as an early game.
Okay.
We're also on the draw, so... Like, all things considered, we're probably not finding a better...
There's not a lot of 5 that looks better than this.
No. I've seen
Moreover, if you just like discount one of the cards in it, that's your 5, and that's a reasonable looking 5. So
yeah, if I discount
Yes.
Hired Torturer, I still don't feel bad about it.
seriously,
Here's his fake Cloud Elemental. I'm going to respond in kind with my first blade.
well, I mean, the guy can't block.
Yeah, just crush him.
Oh, it looks like we found lands.
Yes, we found one.
So I'm happy about this.
Yeah, let's get the first blade out there, and then next turn I can play Cluestone and have burn mana up.
Yeah, cast me first in the gimme gimmies. That's a cover band from like the turn of the century.
Me first in the gimme.
Me first in the gimme gimmies.
Not familiar.
I mean, they're all right as far as cover bands go, but I like their name more than anything else.
That is a good name. All right, so he's got one of those 2/4s. Well then. I'm considering if we just run, because I can run the Cluestone out there, or I can just I'm just gonna run the blade into him.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way he blocks it.
Right. That's
For
a
free
free
damage.
4 yeah. This dude is just continues to be a free 4 damage, and then like a 2/2 past that. There's a guy in Morning Tide that's pretty much the same thing. It had Evoke. It was like an Inner Flame Acolyte.
Oh, Inner Flame Acolyte. Yeah.
It's pretty much
It
the
was like
same
a
card.
3 mana 2/2. Yeah. Wow. All of the 2/4s.
Yep. Alright, so we
Okay.
have to now like hang back and play a more defensive game plan, it seems. Though we need to deal with his flyer as well.
Hmm.
3 toughness is weird.
I don't think we need to deal with that very soon.
Right,
frankly.
but I mean it's like on the docket.
Yeah, we have a to-do list. Kill that flyer.
Like maybe not even like kill offending player might be more reasonable.
Yeah, that would be a completely reasonable thing.
Runner's Bane on my Bane Alley blackguard. Okay. My 1/3 has been tapped.
Wait, really?
You showed me.
Jeez.
That's a very scary card, I guess. I mean, I guess I just run out the Torturer, and then that's a better clock. Just straight up.
We're gonna torture him to death.
We need to hire a Torturer.
Hey, can burn hit players?
Yes.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. So I think we need to open the phone book, look under T.
T for torture.
T for Torturer.
Fast, effective, discreet. Need information? Enjoy harming others, but afraid you might kill them.
No solicitation.
We do house calls. Yours or someone else's.
All right. Cool. Another Orzhov Cluestone gets us our double black.
Gets you your precious double black.
It's very precious.
So precious. I'm a little nervous that this guy hasn't played a spell in
He's
those
off a
tournaments.
color, I believe.
He had his white last time.
Yeah, he had white last
so
time.
we think that he has what 5 white cards in his hand.
Oh, he's about to warp physique. No, my goon. All right, give me some info. Give me the intel. We need to know.
Yog warped.
Whoa! All right, we have gained intel, and it's scary as hell, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious to learn.
I will keep that up in the corner.
What on earth? Progenitor mimic, eh? Sure. Any creature on the battlefield.
It is a clone that makes a copy of itself every turn.
So we could have like limitless Viashino First Blades attacking us.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, I found Punish the Enemy to go ahead and take care of that Drake that was on our list. However, I'm going to hold it in case we need to do something about a Progenitor Mimic copy.
Yeah. I mean, currently that can kill most anything, and if he like copies his 2 forward again and again, do we care all that much?
No, not really. All right. I'm going to go ahead and Punish the Enemy here and go ahead and take out that. Because if he has a counterspell, he has a counterspell. That's fine. Okay, tapped is it Guildgate, so red mana. Well, what can we effectively do here? Not much. At this point, I really just want to see, like, Debt to the Deathless because it's lethal right now.
Yeah. Jeez, how did he get to 7? Crikey.
First blade, punish the enemy, and some torture.
Like everything we do does extra damage somehow.
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts. Like, and you lose 2 life. By the way.
By the way. Alright, I'm also end of turn going to crack a Cluestone here. We've gained double black, so I can sacrifice one of our black Cluestones to try to find something else. And it found Debt to the Deathless. I'm just gonna go for it. Actually, is there any compelling reason why I should go for it now instead of waiting for him to tap out?
I don't think so. I mean, again, we're under 0 pressure.
Yeah, there's
basically.
nothing. Yeah, like we need him to once he.
What we want him to do, yeah. We want him to find his green and then cast his stupid mimic.
And then we kill him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll be great.
Or anything.
He could have the
tap out for anything.
Yeah, because he could have the 4 mana super, like, 2 mana leaks or whatever it is.
Yeah, there are counter spells in the format, so like we're under no pressure. He's under no pressure. We need to find pressure somewhere. Sacking another Cluestone for more pressure because we found a land. Like, I could bring in one of the Vianchino and, like, Fatal Fumes, the guy that blocks. I could... Like, honestly, I just want him to tap out for a thing. That's it. Or us to find something.
Stalemates are very exciting.
Like, we're holding the breaker.
Like, we eventually get to the point where we can have the lethal Debt to the Deathless and the 6 mana.
Yeah. Alternatively, I could just go for it, and then, like, I have Sire of Insanity now to back it up on the following turn.
That's a good breaker.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. We've been waiting for too long.
Giving him ample opportunity to draw into that counterspell that he didn't have turns ago.
Oh, he didn't have it at all. Oh, whatever. We gave him time to just sit around and wait.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, okay. We were waiting on nothing.
Did he play what? Four spells that entire five?
5.
He played
Yeah.
5 spells in the entire game.
Because he played
God.
2 gate dudes, he played a fake cloud elemental, he played a removal spell on Torturer, and he played Runner's Bane on a 1/3.
Yeah. Okay. We win if our opponent does nothing. Sure. Goldfishing. I mean, I
Uh,
feel kind of bad about that victory only because I wanted him to. I wanted him to find a green and play Progenitor Mimic, and
yeah.
then we get him. You know, it's like then it feels right that you get him.
Yeah, because then like it's like, oh, I made the mistake of tapping out. Oh, instead we just got him.
Yeah. I
That'll
mean
never.
that's a more exciting mistake. It's like I made the mistake of doing something rather than the mistake of just not having any magic. Oh, I took a muggle to a wizard duel. Whoops.
Wait, we needed spells today?
Oh jeez. It's Spell Wednesday.
I thought magic was just a term.
Okay, I'm gonna use the loo.
Okay. Cast gun. Looks like we're gonna be starting up here really quick. This deck is really oddly solid. I'm with you, Medibot. I really would like to cast Sire of Insanity as well. That card is great. Okay, we have a hand that's just trash. Like that's a good descriptor for it. It's a one lander. Like we're on the draw, but yeah, that's just not good. Okay, our R6 is looking better. Oh, if it did it not show up? That's weird. Anyway, yeah, the 7 was like a one lander, a clue stone, and some 2 drops that weren't really compelling. This one is much better. We can cast 2 removal spells, and we just get to be this deck again. Look, I never actually know with Magic Online. It could have very well just shown you absolutely nothing. Okay, this is a very quick start here. He's got a bear. He could very well just be the man on Fight Burst, and this could be distressing. Let's get the clue stone down.
I have returned.
All right, we mulligan to 6 on a very bad-looking hand, and have things have looked a lot better now. We kept a 3-lander clue stone and the 2 removal spells that we're currently holding.
Oh man, the crawl warrior.
He's on mono green, our opponent.
Um,
At least at this point, he's on mono green.
that sounds extremely questionable.
Yeah, we can question it. I'm guessing he's off a color. I guess the torturer will let us
Maybe
know.
maybe more than one. Oh yeah, we'll get it out of him
Yeah.
eventually.
Hey.
Dial 1-800-torture.
You took the words right out of my mouth and inserted them in your own. All right, well, let's torture him, find out what he knows.
Oh, he's off a color, or
Yep.
was.
Yeah, he was. All right, we have learned Crossus incubation. He's got an arrest on his side.
Hmm.
Okay.
Is burning the Windrake in our future?
I'm holding that on the hopes that maybe he tries to like Fido burst it and we get a 2-for-1.
Hmm.
And if not, I'll just burn it in combat. The removal, the pump is it's sorcery speed, so
Yeah, yeah. I like that the Torturer can play keep away with Crawl Warrior there.
yeah. He played his 6th land here, so he can pump the Crawl Warrior, but I can just block it and then burn if he goes to pump,
Yeah.
which is what I'm going to do here if he goes to pump.
Ooh, yet another color.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cast Burn to take out the Warrior. So we will leave him with the Windrake for now. All right, and then we need to torture and locate some more information. Your secrets. Boros Mastiff.
Isn't that just another bear?
See.
Yeah, okay.
However, we drew a Steeple Rock. That's a really effective flyer.
Makes Windrake look a little embarrassing.
Yeah. Get that down and then force him to like probably play Crisis Incubation on it.
What does the Boris Mastiff actually do with Battalion?
Lifelink. Lifelink.
He gets it, or everybody gets it?
He gets it alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a reasonable bear in basically any other set.
Yes.
And in, like, the whole block, he's probably good.
Yeah, because he is another early drop for the Boros deck that can pick up early, or even... Like, there's a couple decks that can use that effectively. It's a bear is a bear. It's still fine in full block.
It looks perfectly fine as a follow-up to Tithe Drinkers. Not Tithe Drinkers. Syndic of Tithes.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, so I'm feeling like we're good on mana. I'm going to go ahead and crack this Boros Cluestone at end step.
Get a clue. What is our clue?
Plans.
Oh.
That, however, we also have a first blade.
Well, cycling through our deck faster then.
Yeah, we need to get...
It's definitely a thing.
Because at this point, like, there's a debt to the Deathless in our deck that we just draw and he dies. So, that's good.
First, there's this whole game that doesn't matter, then I cast one spell and you lose.
Alright, we play Magic for 10 turns, and then I flip over debt to the Deathless, and then you lose all of your life. Alright, he's got a clue.
I mean, I regret that we had to tap our red for that, but...
Right.
Oh, the well.
Yeah, I feel like it's best to get that out of the way now, rather than wait on like a turn where he may be going for a lethal strike. Alright, so we can torture him for some more information.
You can probably remove both of those cards from revealed since he's played them out.
I will do that. In your future, my past.
Oh, I see.
Nah.
Indeed.
Interesting. Alright, so he's just going to trade off his Boros Mastiff for... Okay.
Man, this guy looks like he just wanted to play a regular game.
Yeah, like he's...
He has a bunch of bears.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, Crawl Warrior is perfectly reasonable. Because he starts off good, and then later on he just... He grows with the game. Beetleform Mage is also similarly reasonable.
Right, and Windrake is a good creature.
Yeah, it's the Boros Mastiff that makes the whole plan start to look a little loose.
Alright, so he, however, has recruited A team.
Oh no, he didn't.
He did.
He did.
He did.
Oh god.
Okay.
Well,
What's the game here?
um,
Torture him.
torture him, kill the elephant. Oh wait, we might be able to like.
I was thinking we might be able to kill him.
Good point.
Torture him is a non-choice. That's like
Yeah,
something.
that's definitely happening.
We found another beetle mage. All right.
Mhm.
Well, let me do some math quick. If I don't helix one of his creatures, he has like if I helix his dome, I'm on 12, and he has 2, 6, 7, 10, 12, 16 power of guys.
Yug.
I feel like I'm almost necessarily need to helix the rhino. And if I draw a second helix, it's fine because I can then helix his head for to bring before, torture him, and then torture him.
Hmm.
So yeah, I need to helix his 4/4 trampler.
That's what I had guessed.
Yeah. Also, like, there's a if we just draw debt.
Yeah, we have plenty of outs, I think.
Um, I like the one that we found. It's 4/4 that comes with some birds.
Hey, that's.
That's like our own Trostani's summoner.
I'll show you. We have enough to torture in addition to that?
Yes,
That's
we do.
crazy.
We've been drawing a lot of mana this game.
Yeah, that's true. And we have ways to spend it.
Yes. All right. So we have some birds. We have a 4/4 on the ground.
Hmm.
Like his ground game is no longer a threat.
Flying excitement.
Yep. Maze glider. Okay, well his ground game is no longer existent either. Well, sort of. Okay. So he's got the maze glider now and three other flyers to go with it.
Hmm.
Could we I'm trying to think if there's any way to take advantage of this, if we can like we could double block on the beetle form mage and take that out.
Yeah, it's still like card neutral. And you
Yeah.
don't have any populate. You're not going to be attacking with the birds, I don't think.
Yeah, like that's probably the best.
Unless you're... No, that's not going to happen.
Or I could chump block the beetle form mage and then block it again next turn, but that's the same effect as killing it now.
Yeah.
So I think I just kill it now. Because he can only swing for 6 flying next turn. So he can't kill us with what he has on board. Actually, yeah, that's fine. And we know 2 cards out of his hand. They're up in the corners. They're 2 flyers, which is...
Hmm.
Well, let's torture him and see if we get the 3rd card out of his hand. Nope. Beetle form mage again. Okay.
Unless it is another beetle form mage.
There's another one. Okay. Well, the snare squad isn't terrible here. That might let us get through for some real damage. This is going to be a close one. It's pretty much going to rely on our final top deck. Because we're taking 6 in the air regardless next turn. And then we're dead the turn following.
Hmm.
So, and we have a number of outs. Let's move this over here. Steeple Rock. Okay, so it comes down to this last top deck here. Also, I guess for the record, that actually was a third copy of Beetleform Mage we saw.
Outstanding.
Okay. Well, yep, it's all about our top deck, so let's just roll with it. Ah, we're on Swamp. No dice.
Man, and him at
I'm
2.
on 2
Ugh.
with a Torture. All right, that's there's no possible way out here, so I'm going to see if I can torture some last bits of information from him.
What, the same beetle form mage?
Maybe, who knows?
Man, so many cards that
Yep,
we
we had a
could...
number of cards that would just let us take out the game. Sadly, the way Hazda Snare Squad works is that it only triggers once. I really wish I could just pay 4 white and tap down an entire team there, but sadly things aren't that good.
Mm. Yeah, here your opponent need only block not brainlessly. And...
Yeah. Yeah, we had a number of outs there, and for a single time did not see them. Okay, cool. And that's that. I shouldn't have looked. Okay, we're on to game 2 because we've been crushed by flyers. Do we have more
Mhm.
answers to flyers on the board? I highly doubt it. We would probably be playing those. I could take out the Bane Alley back guard for I don't even know, like Sinister Possession or something like that.
Even another clue stone. Well, actually, considering how close we came to doing something and how absolutely nothing that guy is doing.
Well, we can't Runner's Bane because that's on the Blue Splash, and we could
Mm.
bring in the Blue Splash. We could bring in the Granite, and we could bring in like Bane Alley Blackguard, and then bring in a Fog or something instead of a guy on the ground that doesn't do anything.
What is Bane Alley Blackguard?
A 1/3.
Oh, what? Is there a way that we can not play him?
Yes, there is. We found a way. Like, we have a Fog. That's probably more useful. Like, just straight up.
Sweet.
Cool.
Ship it. That would also have been an out, especially with the torturer.
Right.
Now I realize why he arrested our 3-1 flyer first striker.
Yeah, because he's got a lot of
Like,
flying going
it's
on.
like, oh, I'm trying to win with Beetle Form Mage and Windbreak
Okay.
and stuff.
This hand is really kind of sketch, to be entirely honest with you.
I don't know. It has the torturer.
Like, I just don't like it at all.
Okay, let's.
I don't think it goes anywhere.
There are a lot of better looking 6s.
Yeah, this 6 has a Tithe the Drinker in it. It's the same lands, but it has a steeple rock instead of like.
Oh, hey, that's a super problem for him.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure. Let's go with the hand that could work better. We have like a lifelinker with extort that can keep us alive. We have steeple rock, and hopefully we'll
Mm.
draw into something useful.
Man, we have an aggressive Tithe Drinker. Jeez.
Yeah, we're on the play.
Didn't even realize. I mean, I guess I should have.
Logical, that does not. Extort, I guess I can't pull up the text, but extort specifically is looking for casting spells. Is there even... Alright, do we have an opponent? I do not know.
That would also be a really terrible way to win.
Like he just left.
Oh, internet.
Yep, it's time to, well, looks like the Flyers got there. Time to leave.
I mean, time to check your rating, I suppose.
That's fair. It could be that.
There's always that
Okay,
possibility.
cool. Well, we are still connected. Like, I like to operate under that assumption because the stream hasn't, like, flickered or something, but Magic Online...
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I just don't trust Magic Online.
Neither do I, and you shouldn't.
I guess don't trust and also verify. That's how we play Magic Online.
Not even trust, but verify.
Like anti-verify? I don't even know. I think I'm gonna work for like 9 hours tomorrow.
Oh man.
Uh,
Is that what those confirms mean?
yes.
Ooh.
But again, the double confirm makes me even more nervous.
Alright, so our opponent did decide to mulligan to 6, so hopefully our aggressive Tithe Drinker gets to do some damage.
He's gonna put a Crawl Warrior in front of it.
I'd be really disappointed at that, because I don't think I'd want to trade it. Boros Mastiff, even worse.
Oh.
Alright, I'm... Sorry, buddy, there's no way Tithe Drinker is worth your 2-2 with no ability. However, it is worth Beetle Form Mage. I will make that call. That is an executive decision. I'm liking where this hand's going now that we drew the Rakdos Cluestone.
Yeah. Ability to cast a burn spell.
Yeah, ability to cast Steeple Rock. He did take the trade with the Tithe Drinker. I'm disappointed but...
That's kind of good, frankly. I mean, his flyers are what we want to see him having none of.
Yes.
His stupid little 2/2, fine. The Torturer blocks him. Oh, another Beetle Form Mage. That's why he...
Yeah, but we have a punish
why.
the enemy for that. We can just tear it down. Like, right, like wait until he goes to pump it and then tear it down. Or just do it now. I think do it now sounds more appealing.
I mean, either of those sounds reasonable.
Oh. Yeah, what the hell? I've got War Leader's Helix. I can just pump in response to his pump and then...
I mean, yeah. I mean, ideally, we would want him to pump just so he spends the mana and doesn't use it for other things.
He also could
sets him
play
back.
a more juicy target.
I suppose that's theoretically possible.
I don't know what it would be. But
He's nowhere near like Tristani's summoner or whatever. But...
No. Punish the enemy also gets us some real damage going too, which is what we need. We need to keep his life total low. Oh, there's the pump. Alright. Let's go ahead and call in the airstrike. All right.
Punished. Zorch.
Zoom. And now we get to like play the steeple rock, and yeah, everything looks good.
It's pretty good. It's gonna eat as a rest, but
That's
whatever.
fine. We have to do it sooner or later.
Yeah.
Right now he's getting dangerously close to that mana where he can cast the Trostani summoner, and that's just deadly.
Yeah. Vile.
Oh, he sacked the clue stone.
Ooh. He also wants a clue.
He's begun digging procedures. Okay. I accept this. Because we still have Steeple Rock.
I would be so much more happy if we had the torturer.
I know. I love knowing. I love knowledge.
Knowledge. Also torture.
Also torture.
The card speaks to me in a way that few cards do.
So right now we're having this weird battle where we just bonk back and forth with our creatures and nothing happens.
It's a race I think you're winning.
Yeah, he's got
Just
a Beetle Form
on the
Mage, but I've
surface.
got a removal spell for his Beetle Form Mage when he goes to pump it, so...
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably pump the block,
Which I can then
and we just nug him
nugget, yeah, blunk.
without him being able to block.
Yep. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And now I have War Leader's Helix as the finishing maneuver.
Goodness.
He has 9 land. Looks like he's having...
Yeah, that's what the sacked clue stone was about. He's having our problem from
yeah, I was
from
gonna say, our
last
problem
game.
from
so-
last game.
Yeah, we're even, buddy.
Hey, Maze Glider is a blocker that actually works here.
Hmm.
I think we sack the Clue Stone and try to find something else then to finish this.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's
I mean,
our-
I'm still comfortable with the attack in, let him block, helix it.
Yep. Well, the Clue Stone is like, it's our 9th mana source. It, like,
Oh, no. I totally agree that we don't need it right here.
yeah.
Just,
Yeah, let's get that gone. Maybe we just...
and debt.
Fatal Fumes is actually really good here. Because
Ah,
we
excellent.
Yeah, we can then not waste the War Leader's Helix on the swing. Because Fatal Fumes will perform the exact same role.
Outstanding.
Yeah, so now he has a -1/3, and we can continue our attacks next turn. He needs to continue to play flyers every turn to block. And I'm doubting he has that many. He has a lot.
He doesn't. Like, Wind Drake. Beetle Form Mage number 3.
And alright, play the 10th land to play around the double mana leak. And then we just War Leader's Helix him to death.
We were actually able to play around the 2 mana leaks.
We were,
That's
but that
surprising.
wasn't what he had. He decided to show us an interesting card of his instead.
Okay. Wow. You have a worm. You got it. Is he also going to populate all of a sudden? Or what? Does he have a Trostani in like in the back pocket?
Yeah, like thank you for the information. That's
Maybe he wanted to show us that because he's planning on leaving, and
he's done
like-
here.
oh man, guess what you're up
Oh.
against, buddy?
He said in the quotes, he said, for some reason I thought that was the last game.
Oh, whoops.
I wasn't supposed to.
I mean, you can concede this next game if you want. Like, we'll allow it.
Feel free to make it the last game if you so choose.
Advent of the Worm, eh?
That's a good card.
That is,
That's a powerful one.
that neatly avoids all of our
Pretty much.
eek.
Yeah. So, what we've got This is not that powerful 7, but an acceptable 7. It's got Tithe Drinker. It's got all three. You know what? It's
Well,
fine.
looks like a keep.
That is a keep, yeah. So no, we don't want a
You get
mulligan.
to kill a beetle form mage or something with
Yeah,
the
the Renounce the Guild,
guild. Yeah.
because we get to play it before we cast Tithe Drinker.
Yeah.
Thank God.
A crocodile.
Alright, there's this Boros Mastiff. Yeah, so hopefully he just like plays a Beetle Form Mage here, and then we get to renounce the guilds for the best possible of worlds. It looks like we're not in the best possible of world. He's just playing Boros Mastiffs over and over again.
uh,
I'm gonna go ahead and play a Rakdos Cluestone so that next turn I can go ahead and cast that Hired Torturer as a blocker.
fair enough.
That looks like
I
what
would
we
also
need.
have been fine with the first blade. And
Yeah,
then,
first,
like,
like I just feel like I need to be a little more on the. There's the Beetle Form Mage.
sweet.
Um, I actually don't feel like I cast anything here. I feel like I like hold renounce the
Can we, like,
renounce.
hold on, can we clue stone into renounce?
Yeah,
Doesn't that advance us pretty well?
yeah, that seems good. And then we can finally get this dang Tithe Drinker down and start like not dying. Okay, here's the question: do I renounce before combat? Turns off his battalion.
Oh, yeah,
So that's
that's
four
kind of
life.
important. Yeah,
I
let's
feel
do
like
it
that's
before
important. I
combat.
feel like that's important here.
That's pretty important. I'm amazed that he got battalion on his dudes.
Yeah. So we have to pre-combat that. We'll go to 10 from this attack, but now we'll have Tithe Drinker down to start regaining some life. We'll have
A meaningful blocker for it. We have burn. There's, there's.
there's another Beetle Form Mage out of him, which I'm like I think I'm going to go ahead and play Tithe Drinker and then hold Burn for Beetle Form Mage. Like just the card Burn.
Yeah.
Alternatively, I could. Yeah, that's fine.
Burn him, extort. Makes things start to look a little embarrassing.
Yeah. This might be greedy of me. Yeah, I got greedy. Because he's not going to pump his Beetle Mage.
Hmm.
Yeah, I should have just burned there. That's fine. Okay, we have new problems that have made themselves very apparent.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Um,
Oh, I
um,
feel sick.
I think I'm about to get crushed. I'm
Well,
I'm trying to think of
hold
reasonable
on.
outs.
Hold the phone.
I'm holding.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a land.
Even then, we still die in combat
We
next turn.
we spend 2. Yeah. No, we don't, because you get lifelink at the same time that you take
I still
damage.
take 6 though. Beetle Form Mage.
Oh, just truth.
Okay, okay. We do have an out. It's Lightning Helix.
God.
Okay, I feel like we've been crushed. Okay, well, okay, first things first, swing with Tide Drinker, let him make a mistake if he wants it. Then we go ahead and play our own Tithe Drinker. Like, I'm going to do everything I can to not die here. I don't know how successful I'm going to be, but I'm certainly going to make the attempt.
Good lord, Etherling.
Yeah, Aetherling.
God. I mean, now that he has mana, there's just no way we're beating that.
He should just kill me this turn.
It's unblockable. Oh.
Like, pretty much our out here is hoping he whiffs it.
Like he spends too much mana and kills his own
No, no,
guy?
no. Like, if he swings with Aetherling and a Boros Mastiff, but he didn't, so we're just...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We've been killed. We've been murdered. We got greedy. I got greedy there.
I mean, I don't think that...
Then again, I don't know what
I wouldn't
my
have even
greed...
have done it. He's like, oh, Etherling. Oof.
Okay, well, we got back the 3 packs we used to play in the event, and we got a pile of rares that of varying usefulness. Sire of Insanity.
Damn, we never got there with him.
No, we didn't.
That would have been so good.
Greed is good. Oh well.
Let that be a lesson to you guys. Greed is good.
Greed is good. Yeah, so still got packs, still got tickets, so at some later time this can still occur more. Yeah, this was a weird format, the Fido Burst deck. I was surprised we didn't play against that in that draft.
Well, being past second to last pick Fido Burst is probably the indication of that.
Right, nobody else was really on that plan.
No one understands this who is in our pool. And, you know, I don't know, if you're on the Etherling plan and just...
He's got a better... He has a pretty good
whatever.
plan. Like, I can tell you what he was digging for before now.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yep.
God, that card is disgusting.
That is the second time I've got to play against that in Limited, and that's the second time I've been absolutely crushed by that. There's little recourse. Like, you just can't do anything against it. As long as they leave blue up, it can remove itself from the game, and then it can hit you for 8 unblockable. So that's that. But yeah.
Why they keep printing creatures like that?
It's crazy, because that's still probably, like, as far as a control finisher goes in current standard environment, it's questionable.
Oh, I think it's perfectly fine for that.
Yeah. Like, there's just so many of these top-end creatures that are like that these days. But anyway, that's a discussion for another time.
For now, there is sleep, I think. I suddenly have to get an earlier start than I would have. So, yeah. Good night, Good stream. Thank you, Zoo, for joining us.
Thank you.
We've done our usual of doing well once and
doing
differently the other time.
That's the dice. Them's the breaks.
Mm.
Yeah, thanks for showing up, everybody. Good stream.